guys, welcome back to another movie review, and today we are reviewing Unsung Hero. Unsung Hero that has very much split a lot of people over Letterboxd in terms of the scoring. It is a movie that is based on a true story of a family called the Smallbones, and basically, it's hard to explain, but they are like really struggling in life. The father of the family, David Smallbone, he is basically really struggling in life. He's finding it hard. He's mounting debts up to like $500,000 in his company or whatever, and he feels like the only way to save his music company after it collapses is to move his family from Australia and to the United States. You know, his wife, who is Helen, and then they have 6 children. Obviously, to like, you know, cope, survive all of that, and ultimately rebuild their life. Helen is also pregnant, and that could be child number 7. Yeah, you could say, you know, why get pregnant to so many kids when you're in that much difficulty? But people do these things, you know, and this is the story of that. Now they go abroad, and it's all about then the talent that is within. One of his daughters, Rebecca, has a talent, Rebecca Smallbone, and she has a really unique talent, obviously singing wise. It does link a lot, well it is, in regards to a lot about like religion and Christianity and like singing in the church and all of that. Like, I don't want to say gospel singing, but I don't really know the genre name, but it is that in that sense. I watched the film, really enjoyed it, entertained me, fantastic. Only after the fact, obviously at the end of the true story movie, it comes up in the cinema with all like, you know, this is what they're doing now, this is where they are now, blah blah blah. At the time I didn't know it was a true story until I sat down, didn't do any research before. I kind of like doing that in the movie theatres. And then I came home and read up about the cast and all of that, because there was a few people I recognised there, most notably Terry O'Quinn, who's in Lost. And David Smallbone, who is the dad, is actually being played by Joel Smallbone. Now Joel Smallbone is one of the kids. So, in effect, you've got this movie that the kids are playing their parents. You got the actual Rebecca St. James, who is Rebecca, the famous one, who actually her stage name is Rebecca St. James. She plays a flight attendant in the film. There's a lot in the movie where the actual people, the actual David Smallbone and etc., they are in the film. They are part of this movie, and the movie itself is directed by Josh Smallbone. You can see this is a very much family-made affair. You know, Luke Smallbone is one of the producers on the film. There's a very much collective thing, and it makes the true story element really, well, just really excel, I guess. It just jumps it to different levels, and you really appreciate it, I think, from the ground up, ultimately. I think the film was really good. I think it had some good pacing in the film. It was just under 2 hours long. There was some bits there that, you know, it was a very interesting film that just showed the ultimate resilience of modern day life. It is what it's like now for some people, you know, in terms of going to food banks and really struggling with money and just paying your rent, paying your mortgage, whatever it is, just really struggling in life in general. And ultimately, this is one of those. It is a small independent movie. Didn't have as much traction in terms of box office and budget and stuff like that, but it does get across that personal thing. I think once you watch it once, not knowing what I did at the beginning, I think you rate it this score. But then I think if I watched this knowing it, my score would have been totally different, because I think I would have been more emotionally attached to the characters and obviously picking out who the real people are. And, you know, this is actually a really difficult thing. There's one thing having a true story that's like portraying somebody else and it's all fiction and all that. There's another element of like having a true story and, you know, going to the next level. So what did I rate Unsung Heroes, as I say, before knowing all this? And as a film, as a standalone film, I gave it a 4 star. Now, it is quite a low 4 star in my listings. It's one of the early entries into 4 stars. And I think that's fair. I think there was just some bits, the dialogue was too dragged and just a little bit, just needs to condense things, you know? I like to the point movies is what I'm figuring out with watching films over the last couple of years and reviewing them. I like things to the point. Don't fluff it up, you know? Just Just do it to the point. But other than that, as I say, if I'd watched this after the fact, I probably would have rated this a lot higher, because I probably would have thought, oh my god, they're like emotional and all that, and yeah. Great film. I will be watching this again. This is definitely another watch for me. But it's more of a, I'll pick it up in Kex in a couple of years when it's like £3 or something, you know? It's that kind of, I'll wait a while to watch this again. But I would definitely like this in my collection. I think it's a film that I would highly recommend somebody watch. And it's a really good feel-good film, because it does have a nice ending at the end. There's my review though of Unsung Hero. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you seen it? Are you going to see it? Let me know. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.